Reached. These guys have still got that 2020 curse of you reach #1 in the world and then you immediately start the struggles, right? There was a time last year, like this is how apparent this effect has been. Yeah. There was a time last year where Fnatic were the #1 team in the world. It lasted for maybe a week, right? But they got that. and then it immediately fell off, and then we saw that eventually lead, to roster shuffles. Now we got Jaquinho in the server, so. Yeah, I think a lot of teams have had this kind of struggle streak where you hit like a really good pacing, but you struggle to keep it up. And so I want to see Big get back to the greatness that we know they can bring to the table.
Right now, we're not even talking about being best in the world. We're talking about taking down Extra Salt. Like that should, on paper,
yeah, the other best in the world.
Exactly. Be a very, doable series for Big. And so maybe it will be. Maybe Dust is going to be, the opposite of Train. We'll have to find out. Right now, a little trick. Double setup on the old car. So OC is hiding. Fang are likely going to play that first contact and die a martyr. Oh, Molly comes in. Well, now they both have to fight. Now they both might just get burnt alive. Fang, he shouldn't be able to get one there, really. OC, the Molly doesn't spread to him. This is great. Big have fallen for this. There's no way they're going to be ready for this position. No reason to check it with Sonic baiting you in from the site, or when they've seen him as well. OC, how much can he get done? They're still checking it. They're still looking. Great awareness from Searson despite the flash coming in. And now it's Sonic on the site trying to put up anything. Boost in CT. Bigger getting closer, but they're not in a hurry.
Here they go on the cross, trying to get in, but inside of this site, Sonic and Marky still fighting. Holding them back at ramp and putting a stop to the push for now. There it is, silence thanks to Tizian and Keto.
All right, we're back to reality, Harry. Does it feel good? I don't know yet. We'll have to find out.
So Hugo, who's your favorite player on Extra Salt?
Ooh.
If you could only pick one and everyone else went to Valorant, who would you keep?
I wouldn't pick one. I wouldn't pick one. I don't want to.
What a horrible hypothetical that is.
The question.
So now they all go. Good job, Hugo.
Oh, wait, really?
Great, you've doomed us all.
Thanks.
And when I say us, I mean, me and my NA brethren. I'm from America.
Well, who's your favorite, Harry? Because you clearly have a favorite.
My favorite?
Yeah.
Marky.
Yeah. Na'Vi Prodigy.
Na'Vi Prodigy.
Yeah.
Big Markelov fan. Look at this. Extra Salt employing the boost again. Marky throwing up in it. Trying to fight Searson Scout along, but behind this smoke is a silent entourage of big players. They sneak all the way up, and Extra Salt have got no idea. JT will dome one. Are they going to try the boost again? No! That didn't work. They got skewered. So now just OC left, and he's hanging out over at the long doors. He's not even pushing, he's not even looking for a fight here. So it's just the Deagle save. Not the most exciting gameplay we're going to get out of OC, I can assure you of that. At least means he's got the Deagle to fight with next round. By the way, Hugo, I want to let you know, you answered right to the Extra Salt question.
Did I?
The correct answer is you abstain, you keep all 5 of them here forever.
That's my plan.
What's the longest amount of time legally I could, like, forcibly keep someone in a boot camp for against their will?
Are you paying them?
I don't know.
Ask Rush, man. He's been in a hotel 2 years.
I think he's at like the legal limit of it now, isn't
maybe.
he? Yeah, no, it's good. I spoke to the kettle today, and
yeah, I asked the maid to stay after she cleaned my room. She wouldn't stay.
No, I wonder why.
No.
That's a very odd proposition. Oh, Tizian and Xantares, they mop up long. Just OC again. He saved the Deagle last round. And was it worth it? Is this the 1v5 Deagle play? Probably not.
No. Safe bet. it's messy, it's not pretty, might even be ugly, but he's just trying to avoid getting pre-fired at this point. Only lasts a moment. Big 3-0 up. This is more like it. This is what we wanted to see from the big boys. However, Extra Soul coming in with guns now, so they're going to finally be able to put a stop to it, right? We've had back-to-back pistol rounds. Now everything they need and more, even the AWP. Time to put their money where their mouth is.
Why would you do that? That's disgusting.
Yeah, money's pretty gross, actually.
You don't want to put money in your mouth.
No.
Credit card, different story.
Just
slot that in, baby. Like an ATM.
Where does the money come out of? After I swipe the card.
Well, no, like the mouth is for like the insertion of the card.
Yeah, no,
swiping
that's not what
is.
I'm saying, oh, no, let's.
You got a sign for that as well, buddy.
Really,
Look at this, Searson, AWP posted up, staring them down in middle. The Molotov gonna force Fang out of that close doors position, and they've heard the tag, so they know, they've done good to kind of shuffle this man around in mid, make him a little more uncomfortable. With this being the first rifle round for Extra Salt, I'm hoping they could just hit the ground running, right? Don't let Big get up to that like dreaded 5-0 where they're just already building up an unreal bank account, and you're on the back foot then for a good while. Cat control taken here by Big. Even a run boost to get around this corner, and I know one's actually fighting it, but it's just a nice little added bit of safety. What they do have to worry about is back at the crossroads, however. Extra Salt are holding on to Cat from this position. You can have the car player try and escape from the crossroads, get out to long, and then set up for a retake. So you're hoping, you can land this first shot and then just play a 5-on-4 retake out. OC with the AWP to Dragon Law, no less. He's got to breathe fire down on Big, but they're the ones mollying him out of position and not allowing this short fight to come in. So now you're in a 5-on-5 retake. This isn't really what you wanted if you're Extra Salt. However, Fang has helped out massively. You didn't get the kill on the AWPer, but instead, Fang's provided the 5v4 retake opportunity himself. Oh. And there's an AWP popping off now. Tabson dead as well. And so Searson, not long for this world. Xantares is caught from the crossroads, and Extra Salt, that's a very nice, patient, put-together retake that comes in towards the A-bomb site.
Yeah, they had no kit, so it's very good that they get it done so quickly. Also, yeah, OC's trying to get that first pick, right? They know what's coming through. It's a really nice, safe setup for Extra Salt. He's trying to dodge flashes and peek after them, but there's so many flashbangs, and Big are getting so close, he's got to give it up, right? He makes the right call, not hang around and get chased or killed by a default player. So he does get out alive, and yeah, just sets up for the retake. Perfect triple cat reaction. Also, shout out TF Gaming, Asia's leading esports platform, offering the most market choices and in-play markets. That's what I've heard, Harry.
Yeah, man, that's what I've heard too. With my ears.
That's how you do it. That's how you do the hearing. 3-1 though, on the board, early at least. Tizian was holding like the flamey spot last round where he sat behind the top mid boxes to cut off the cat retake. It seems like Extra Salt know what they're up against. Fang did clear that out. Can be easy to just run past that. That's what got the retake going in the first place. Big back to Cat.
I like that. They we didn't see it connect, but they have a little lineup for when you drop the smoke up to Catwalk. Like the one that you kind of throw on the hinge smoke. That's it. Yeah. They just wall bang that with the AWP. The moment after the smoke comes in, they try and tag the player dropping it. You know where they're going to be when they're dropping that smoke.
Oh, Tizian's just waiting in the doors. Marky's yumping around. Tizian, if he can drop it and find that perfect timing, maybe he can get the kill. It's a big risk. But big in the name. Risk is the game. There's the flash. Marky stops jumping as well. Tizian goes just a second too late. And now Marky's back alive in the pit, playing safe. 5-on-4, 30 seconds. You got to go soon if you're Big. We still have a double B hold. Extra Salt playing it safe, but as long as the A players can, trade evenly, this is no issue at all. OC waiting at the site, and there's only a couple more flashbangs for Big. He should be able to pop off here.
Oh, the timing's not good for Marky. Now OC's
Oh.
really feeling the pressure. He tries to reposition, but that leads to his demise. Fang's got to do all the heavy lifting, and only good for 1 kill. Now it's these 2 B-site players. They're so far away, left in the retake. And a lot of teams would just elect to save here, right? They might not even give it a go. Extra Salt looking like they fall into that camp as well. They just back out. That's very unfortunate. Marky gets timinged at long. When he dies, suddenly you're worried about, you know, getting pincered if you're OC. You're exposed to long. The only reason he's playing ramp is because Marky had it. And so he tries to take that little opportunity, that tiny window he thinks he's been given to reposition into the site. Well, turned out Searson was peeking above that smoke, right? And then it kind of falls apart from then on in. You go from having 3 players in A to just Fang in the blink of an eye without anything in response. And so that's nice from Big, like a nice measured approach, right? Taking their time to get the cat control to work the long doors. And it's the fact that they delay that long play so long after Marky and Tizian have their little fight that he's not ready for the double long push.
Regardless, we are seeing a far better game out of Big right now, right? Very comfortable on the T side. You can see the difference, right? Back on T side, Train couldn't get things going, right? Executes into B, and even if they get the bomb down, they just get in retake after retake for Extra Salt. Here, it's not even, you know, close. Big are getting into a lot of good positions. And you're often deciding the rounds the opening couple of kills as well, right? Other than the 1 rifle Extra Salt have in their pocket. So that's more like it. A competitive series on our hands after all.
Yeah, I'm kind of traumatized right now, Hugo.
Why?
I just had a little sip of some water, and I swallowed a bug.
Really?
Yeah.
An actual, what kind of bug?
I don't know. I didn't identify it, mate. It's in my throat. I could feel it, though.
You could feel it?
Yeah.
Did you swallow it?
Yeah.
But you're a vegetarian, Harry.
Yeah.
That's not okay.
I feel real
How do you think
bad.
the bug feels? He feels worse, Harry. That poor 8-legged creature.
I hope it weren't 8-legged, man. Well, actually, if it was a spider, I don't feel so bad. Spiders are like the devil's creature. Them and wasps, man. He made them himself.
Yeah, you don't want to eat a wasp. It will tear you from the inside out.
I think that's what happens, actually. Yeah, I think that's the science behind it.
Yeah.
Everyone always says, wasps ain't that bad till they get in you. And then...
That's when they get
and
really
it all
bad.
goes downhill. Look at this. Right, Big taking the long control. Just buzzing around over here.
Oh.
Extra Salt creeping and crawling down through short side. And they're just going to wait with Searson set up down in the pit. This is like a vintage Dust 2 kind of round, right?
Did you actually eat a bug?
Yeah. Not intentionally. I'm not like recommending it. I'm actually having a really rough time because of it.
Cool, cool. I'm over it, yep. It's not bugging me.
Nice. See what he did there?
Yeah, get it?
Because it's like...
Yeah. Anyway, 30
oh,
seconds.
sorry, but I pushed the talk on.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, nice
Molly into the corner.
Yeah.
JT dead, and the A-take is in. Fang
Beautiful.
over at short, mollied out of the round. And once again, a man down for Extra Salt. Big, so punishing with these slow crawls up through long. I think Extra Salt, they need to be vying for this long control. They need to be fighting for it. Because you see the advantage that Big get there. When they get out long for free, when they get Searson down in the pit, Extra Salt is so restricted in the bomb site in terms of, you know, where they're able to peak, that Big are like crossing up ramp in the final 30 seconds, and they had no idea, right? They didn't know that was happening. They're all positioned over towards short side, kind of set up to play retake, and well, they're never even given the chance. They just have to save again.
Building and building, then some. What will be the solutions for Extra Salt? How will they try and deal with what we're getting out of Big? Dust 2 can be very punishing in the sense of, like, a lot of rounds are going to be spawn-based. And so it's hard to go, oh, this is what they're going to do, this is how we're going to solve it, because, you know, next thing you know, it's no longer the triple long takes, it's back to a B rush, and you're suddenly leaning in the wrong side of the map, right? We've been seeing double B every round. This is now the first round that Big have approached B, and it's also the first round that Extra Soul only have one man here. It's Dust 2 for you. They've taken middle, they've got info, but they're about to realize the hard way that this is not going the way they want. Fang is dead, and now the B explosion comes in. There's the pick from the mid player, and straight into B. Arky gone as well. That's the round. Dust 2. Rumbling like a cookie, and JT trying to go through the door. He decides against it. The orb's been lost, and even if he gets it, he's not getting out alive. They are everywhere. They're behind, they're in front, they're inside. And there's a 6th round for Big. So it can be hard to try and come up with solutions for that exact reason. So now in a gun round with all the money, where do they lean?
Yeah, and obviously don't forget, right? Skin Club running this little 10% deposit bonus that everyone has been talking about. That's what I've heard, Hugo. Are the rumors true?
I have heard that as well. Is that 10%?
That's 10 whole percentiles.
Got it. Oh. And back to long. Okay. Reasonable. From the car, OC picks Tabson crossing pit.
This time they're a much more active stance over here towards long. You've even got this anti-flash player up close, so OC can kind of draw them in. Right, here to help out. If he gets flashed, that's where you've got the rifle to step up and try and put a stop to a long take. Big, they decide they don't like what they've seen here. They haven't been given this pit control they wanted. Smoke kind of complicate matters a little bit for the close player. He's had to fall back into the site, but regardless of that, Big have kind of left long for the most part. Grouping up instead at the short side. Fang is here, playing anti-flash again with OC. Now on the angle. They uncover this double hold, but Tizian catches OC changing weapons. The nade will get the trade, dropping the bomb on short as well. Finally, Extra Soul left in a man advantage scenario, right? A chance to retake in a 3-on-2, and they're fast up catwalk through that smoke. They drop the bomb, and now Xantares, he's got to retrieve it, get it planted, and then begin to navigate a 1v3. Instead, he's caught fighting the catwalk, and Extra Soul come in with their 2nd round.
I love that reaction, man. The re-aggression on Cat is really cool for Extra Soul when they realize they've Big have left long, or at least mostly left long. It doesn't go too well for them, right? They trade 2-1 in Big's favor, but that's everyone dead in A. And so all those mid and B rotators immediately jump up Xbox, fast flank the middle, come up on Cat. Big are not ready for the pace of that, right? Even though they consider it. Bomb caught in the open. Xantares goes back for fights. He doesn't know all 3 are there, or he probably wouldn't have done that. So there's a round at least from Extra Soul. Back to guns. Big still with a good bank in their pocket. Don't have to worry about the money yet. Tizian has been tasked with long in many of these rounds. Spamming JT a bit. Oh, OC. He's out in middle now. He's done with that A site. Got to stay mobile, especially when you have a solo orb. Usually you leave one towards mid and B and the other on the cross, but OC right now is the solo cannon. It's got to be everywhere in the hearts and minds of Big. Keto clearing mid, no flash, he doesn't check it. He thought the orb was all there was. Instead, Sonic finding another kill. 5-on-3. What could possibly go wrong?
Big grouping up, throwing the corridor smokes in middle. It gives them a kind of avenue to get a little deeper out into mid. Sonic, fast AF boy, hiding in this smoke, trying to go through CT, and Marky just charges the B play down. Oh, that's brutal. I love it from Marky. He's like, yeah, looks like they're going mid to B. What should I do? Should I wait for them to come to me? Nah, they'll expect that. I'm just going to run at them through the tunnels. He drops the bomb, and from that point on in, the round was basically lost. All right, bit of a recovery here, 3 to the name of Extra Soul. Still behind Big, still having to play catch-up in this game, but finally at a point now where they've broken the money down. So this is pretty important in the grand scheme of this map. Extra Salt, if they find a fifth round feels inevitable on the back of it, so suddenly they're closing the gap.
Oh.
Does all hinge on having this one work out. Fang trying to get these trades, but he doesn't realize it. In this smoke, there is Tizzy, and he catches him. Oh, more from Fang. Anything else? The Moors, the Claws, they're all out in pit, and Fang is finally dealt with. Tabson getting that trade, but there's more where that came from. Sonic playing anti-flash. JT holding for the swing, and he nails the shot. Now Sonic emerges, and whenever you're facing one, there's like two more heads of the beast left to cut off. Xantares 1v3, so many players here alongside trying to fight him. And there's JT through the smoke, locking in the round for Extra Salt.
That's huge for JT as well. And yeah, you make a great point. I feel like so many of these rounds, Big are seeing an AWP and they're trying to punish the AWP, but in every example, there's a player next to it, right? Think to OC and Sonic in mid. Think right there on long, Sonic and JT. Think about the double cat re-aggression with Fang and OC. Like everywhere the AWP is, there's always someone there to play off them, to trade, to be anti-flash, to even just be a nuisance. And so it's something that Big need to remain aware of, because they keep hitting the W button as soon as they see the AWP and getting caught by someone else. So really good round out of Extra Salt. And you say with 4 comes 5, Harry. Well, let's see if that's the case, because Big, their money is finally going to be depleting after, you know, what was a really good start to this map, to their map pick in the series. So will that provide a bit of a way back in for this ragtag bunch of boys? Also, boot camping in Serbia. Thanks to everyone for letting me know. Got a few tweets.
We should have guessed, right?
Yeah,
Serbia's been very, very good to everyone. You know, looking for a home in Europe over the pandemic season. Shout out Serbia one time, maybe even 2 times. Who knows? They've been helping us a lot. After the Serbians, I say us, not me personally,
just CS,
but the CS in general.
Yeah. It's nice. Stay there as long as you want. No shaking issues. So soak in the boot camp. Pistols for Big. These rounds are never easy, but Big have a plan. They bought a lot of utility here, so definitely something to show us. Can they get a bomb plant? Running up Cat is a good way to go about it. But P250's not Deagles. Could be a lot better. Round boost around the corner. Sonic waiting for heads. Oh, he almost had that. And he does later. Just getting out of there alive as Big turn their eyes back. But one by one, they start to get cleaned up.
Yeah, so that 5-6 scoreline, you know, that we talk about is looking good, looking like it's going to come into fruition here. And it's a pretty clean round so far as well, and it remains clean, most importantly. You know, these AWPs can make all the difference. We've seen a tendency for Extra Salt to try and double AWP already, right? Splitting it between OC and JT. And that comes at a pretty high price tag, does the old double AWP. So if that's something you want to be running, if you want to be able to sustain a loss and not be down to an eco, you need these anti-eco rounds to kind of fall in that fashion, to be that clean. We've got that double AWP that we're talking about. JT donning his alongside
Sonic.
OC. Oh, yeah, wait, Sonic.
Sonic's been playing at B a lot of these rounds. But that's interesting. Oh, he's thrown it back. JT gave it back to OC. Maybe it was spawn-based. Either way, it doesn't matter, because B has been lost. One player there. Marky gets cleaned up, and Searson with the only kill that's needed to win the round. This is a round that you would even consider saving it if you're Extra Salt. You're just so cordoned out of the bomb site. Big have so much more utility because of how many, you know, how quick this round has gone. And so, yeah, it's the right call. You've got to save. It's a shame, considering how many B holds we've seen, how many double B holds we've continued to see. And I feel like in the 2 rounds that they haven't had players there have been the rounds that Big have ended up in B.
If you get away with the 4-man save, it's not the end of the world. You know, it's going to really like lessen the load of losing this round. It means that the reinvestment's nice and cheap, and you can just give it another go. Big are up onto 7. ain't won the half yet. So that's interesting, right? Tizian might be leading the way in entries, but you can see up on the scoreboard all around him, it's just Extra Salt players through and through, finding a lot of success as well. Yeah, we've seen a lot of tendencies for both these teams now on their map picks to be good at converting, like, man disadvantage rounds.
Yeah.
That's kind of showing and is a testament to the great individuals we've got in the server today.
Playing with fire right now. Fang has got to be very careful. 2 players here. They throw the hinge smoke, but they go through the doors and fight CT. Marky's not ready. Fang has killed one of the 2 long players, but is he ready for a later lug in the form of Tizian, who's often been the player here? Apparently not. Spam through the smoke. Big now aggressing up catwalks and Taras with the entry. There's only B players left up, trying to rotate back in. Bomb is getting planted, and Big are already hunting these kills. They finally figured out where, everyone's playing. Sometimes just, looking at the kill feed, realizing who's alive, you can, defer where they are.
Yeah, I mean, Xantares ran in with his knife out, into the bomb site. They knew that that was just B-side players left. They're very, very comfy. And on top of that, Big know that, the best way to get ahead in Dust 2 is to be very, very punishing and not allow these saves to come through. That's why we see the immediate hunt, before the bomb is even planted, they're spreading out across the map, trying to remove the rifle of this last man, JT. Ain't too good on his promise to stay alive. And I tell you what, if he does save, you're able to reinvest pretty healthily in this following round. That's like a brutal case of how, sometimes just losing a few players at the wrong time on the wrong side of the map here on Dust really can just end the round from the get-go. I think the moment those kills came in over at the long doors, that A-bomb site just became a really tantalizing prospect for Big, and they were keen to exploit it. What's the solution going to be for Extra Soul? I wonder if we see something a little bit more aggressive towards this B side of the map, right? It's not uncommon to see players pushing lower tunnels to try and get that information. Late aggression into the upper tunnels as well is good to provide early rotations around towards the A-bomb site. Just something to give you that little edge, right, when you approach the crunch time. We've seen a pretty varied pace out of Big for the most part, and I think that's why Extra Salt are a little bit scared about throwing aggression in right now. You don't want to try looking into B in one of the rounds where you're getting 5-man B rushed, it's all just hot and heavy from the get-go. This round is one of the slower ones though, and they've got 3 leaning at B early for Extra Salt, 2 over here at the long doors. The flash is brutal. OC dead. Just JT left at the A-bomb site, now calling for these rotations.
That is the last thing you're expecting, right? A late 4-man long take, 10 seconds late. You're just walking up, you're trying to post with the AWP, you're trying to deal with Tizian, who's been lurking here every round. And suddenly everyone explodes with a flashbang. From bad to worse now. Big are in a very good situation to convert this round and maybe even get a double-digit half, as this would break the money. Smokes are down. No one's moving with them. It's all a ruse. Oh, Fang does go through. Now Xantares is getting caught. Fang, will he hang around or will he escape with the 4-on-4? They can afford to play retake. Damage has been done. Molly is a problem. Fang goes up and over. Keto drops him down a level. And now Big 4-on-3. JT still on the site. Sonic had to move from the Molotov, and JT's given up his position. He is a dead man walking. Above the smoke is Tizian, and everyone's fragging now for Big. It's all on Marky, making the right call, saving his gun, giving 9 away to Big. But as said, this is setting them up for 10 at the half, which is, better than Extra Salt managed in their first half on train. It was what, 9-6?
Yeah.
So pretty good showing right now from Big. They've recovered well in this series.
Yeah, and I think Maniac's probably enjoying this in the sense that it's going to give him a little bit more to talk about in relation to the idea that train came through, and maybe that's something they've been practicing on, but it didn't look like anything was hitting in the server, right? whatever was working in practice wasn't working in the official. And here on Dust 2, a map that Big are much more tried and tested on, where they've got a lot of ideas in the strat book. Man, they even hunt down Marquis. That's just brutal. Yeah, not even saving that.
Oof.
That one rifle. So this last buy in round 15 is going to be next to nothing for Extra Salt. This 10-5 half is feeling guaranteed for Big.
Autos are even out, man. Whoa. No respect on these streets. Kills go through the mid doors. Rare to see, but Searson and Sonic with a killer piece. Oh my god, Fang's pushing. Does Searson hear this? He's running the entire way. Fang has no idea until it's already too late. 4 on 2 to close the half. OC, nice shot. Surely no more. It's just turned into a DM at this point. Everyone's trying to frag through the doors. And are they really going to give OC exactly what he wants? This is on the angle, and he's got the shot. So JT in a 1-on-3, and they're running up long. Not even in the position to stop it. He can kill Searson here, but not allowed. 10 at the half. Big are back with a vengeance. And here on their map pick, it is all coming up German. So let's see how things go in the second half. We've got the rest of the series just around the corner. Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. Welcome back. Bit of a Counter-Strike on the menu today. Big versus Extra Salt.
Hang on, who's missing from their chair?
Wait. Xantares.
Xantares.
Come back.
He's sporting the wireless headphones as well.
Smart.
Oh no.
JK. He just wears them for the sake of it. They stay on charge. Man's got to have charge.
He doesn't want to
headphones.
throw anything off, so he like pees wearing the headphones. He sleeps wearing the headphones.
He has a wireless mouse, but it's always on charge.
He holds it whenever he's asleep. He sleeps holding the mouse.
You were talking about that. You wanted to sleep holding your mouse to see if it would,
Yeah.
Explain the theory behind that.
Not just sleep. I wanted to just spend all day, every day with my mouse in my hand, so that I get fully used to
because you're not
the way
used
the
to
mouse
it.
feels.
You don't know how your mouse feels.
Yeah, but it's like how, like in like volleyball, right? They might like make you hold on to a ball a lot because then you get fully.
I heard Messi. Messi
sleeps on a bed of footballs.
Yeah, he just lies. It's actually really uncomfortable, but he just feels the ball in his sleep, so he's just way better at kicking it.
What's the biggest ball you've ever felt in your sleep?
Well, once I
Where were you going with it?
I don't know where I was going with that. I'm going to continue to not go anywhere with that. And yeah, wow, Harry. Did it work? Did you try the mouse in the sleep?
I didn't.
Just a pipe dream?
I didn't. It was actually just a pipe dream. It never.
Maybe we'll keep it that way. What's the biggest pipe you've ever dreamt of?
Oh well, now that one I can tell you. Right, so let me tell you about this guy called OC.
Okay.
No, I'm not actually going to tell you about a guy called OC.
Is it private?
It's private. It's just for me to know. It's for you to pay for. Head on over to my only wangs, and you'll love what you see.
Crikey, Harry. You're really full sending it today.
You think hot tub streams are saucy, mate? Just you wait.
Just tune in.
Mine are sauce tub streams. Just
Is it hot?
Hot tub full of like Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
I don't know what that is.
That's an American branded barbecue sauce.
Thanks, man.
Are you a big American sauce fan? I get all my sources from America.
Yeah, no, I do. Trace really got me onto them.
Yeah, man. I'm just like mainlining what, like
Frank's Buffalo.
Frank's Buffalo, man. That's good.
Yeah, I got
Bit of Cholula in there.
We got plenty of Tony Chachere's. I know it's not sauce, but it's
a condiment. Yeah.
Yes, that's some good stuff. That's my form of extra salt.
Yeah, that's a good link in, Hugo. Wow, he's done it there. And look, we're back in with the second half of play. Hello,
Hi.
We're ready to begin.
Oh.
We got Tizian leading the charge with all the openers and all the kills. All the glory belongs to Tizian right now. And hell, he's such a handsome fella. He deserves it. So let's get into this second half. Extra Salt, can they cobble together a T side that they can be proud of here?
Delayed a long take. Silent as ever. But here's already the difference between these two teams. Look at Big. They've pushed B. They've got all the info. They know exactly what's going on. They know that Extra Soul have to be long, and so they will set up accordingly. These are things that Extra Soul didn't really do. You can't blame them because there was a lot of defaulting for Big, but already quite the precedent set, quite the confidence here for Big. Flash through the smoke, and in they go. Searson with a kill, and the bomb is loose. Oh no. They're going to make it to the site, but without the package, you've got to go back for it. Jumping up, Big boosting on the cat side. Someone needs to get the bomb before the smokes fade. There's a chance. Marky grabs it and darts out of there. Can't plant the bomb if they don't jump shot him, but that's a big if because the kills are coming in, flying in. Oh my goodness, everybody dead. And Big up to 11. Feeling like a 3-mapper, Harry. Feeling like we got the distance in this one.
Bomb has been defused.
Yeah, it's looking good for us to go the distance. And honestly, I wanted this series to go the distance. I want to see Extra Salt in the server as much as I physically can. And so, you know, if we end up with a 3-mapper on our hands, who's complaining? Especially with Nuke as our third map. This was something that this was a map I really enjoyed watching Fang on when he was playing in that Rugrats squad, right? They had some good results on Nuke, so he's good there. Marky was always a good Nuke player. OC has delivered some incredible highlights on that map, and it used to be a good map for Big, so I think that's going to be like a really good, even playing field. A great third map decider. We might end up getting to if Big have their way. This round has not started off smelling like roses for Extra Salt. They are getting domed all across the map. In spite of forcing down what they can, the results just aren't there. It might be a flawless anti-force buy out of Big.
Yeah, they controlled the money all first half as well, right? Like just winning clean rounds, hunting, saving players. So it's looking the same. 4 alive right now. JT tapping it. Quick shots not connecting. Oh, only the body shot. And Tabs will finish off the round. 12-5. 4 alive. And Big are very happy with how things are going, especially with one more eco following. Means not only Big are one step closer, but this should be a freebie. But yeah, definitely no reason to get down and out here, even if you are getting, you know, cream crackered a bit. You certainly dish that same dessert out to Big on the first map, and as you said, with Nuke coming up, who knows where this one's going?
Well, Searson is hungry to get this over and done with. He just rushes up top middle in this round. Extra Salt were hoping to play it slow, we're hoping to waste utility out of Big. That's not happened at all. These SMG players are just looking to farm up some cash. They'll all make some money today. 13 on the board for Big, 4 alive. Another clean anti-eco, so money really established. We can see that AWP bought out on Searson. The midnight odds have kind of shrunk back on down a little bit here, right? Still leaning in favor of Big as the favorites. So not deterred by that train game.
Yeah, there's a part of me that wants to like flip. I know I can't, but wants to like flip my prediction. I still have a feeling Extra Salt are going to win this in 3. I don't know why.
Well, Hugo, it's easy to say that when you pick the other team, so you're a winner either way.
You know, I'm saying it. Well, they have 5 rounds here, so I feel like that's, you know, somewhat noble. Give me my credit, Harry.
How noble of you.
Yeah, Hugo. I know. I'm a brave man. Not as brave as OC, just peeking right into the B site, killing Keto. They don't commit though. That was a free site right there, essentially a free round. Instead, Big have regained that control, and Searson's even killed OC in the process. Damn. Would have maybe loved to see a commitment there, but there were only 3 players in tunnels. Extra Salt weren't convinced. Double set up in mid. The boost works somehow. Looked like Fang had that. He just couldn't pick a target. Up cat. Bye-bye Santares. JT was running, but just the tippity-toppity of his head spotted. They back out of B at the worst timing because Searson's just aggressed here and gotten all that info. So now they're walking into a death trap. This top mid player has left. He could have helped out Tabson. He's calling for help. He's calling him back right now. Are they ready for it? No. Tizian getting the kill. Marquis trades him, but the Orb's here from lower. And now suddenly it's a winnable round. Marquis made it a one-on-one, and he can escape if he wants. He's going to go back for the fight on top of the rail. But he's in no hurry. 30 seconds. By now he could be up long. He could be running A. Searson doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, Marquis with the patience, just waits for Searson to come to him. And that's the last thing Searson expects there. He's hoping he's going to go run to the site and get the bomb down. Nice idea from Big, right, collapsing on into middle, but Marquis just too strong. 3 kills, all of them needed, all of them important. And it's kept the dream alive for Extra Salt that little bit longer.
Ooh, cross shot hits. Searson's not catching any breaks, is he? Big still infatuated with middle. 2 players here and an aggressive cat setup. Nice nades at least. Tag JT just hiding. They're hoping OC can get this B pick again so they can capitalize. Smoke goes out. Santares spamming it. Whoa, gotta be careful. And they just go right in. Marquis committed. Everyone's blind, him and Santares, so he leaves. Everyone goes back up catwalk, which luckily is no longer controlled by Tizian. Tabson through the smoke, running and deeging. Keto's down in spawn, glass orb, and you can hear the cross.
Oh my word, he's actually looking to fight this. Now they've heard the orb scope, they should know that he's here. Oh, they're planting, he's still creeping up. And there's that orb delivering the first. Now the man advantage there for Big. Keto waiting for his teammates to get into position. Now gonna commit to the ramp fight. Sonic holding a little one-way in this smoke. It's good for a double kill. They didn't even know he was there. Now just Tizian left in the hot seat, and Sonic goes on a tear to close that one out. That's the Sonic we wanted to see.
Yeah, I feel like he's not, you know, we haven't really seen anything crazy from him today. It wasn't needed back on Train. It's very much under control from Fang. But yeah, we know Sonic can be unbelievably talented. Like one of the, I guess the name that comes from South Africa when you think of CS. Especially over these last few years, so... Showing us why, man. There's a pick again for OC, finding Searson on the cross, and they're right out long. Sonic with the opener. And now everything goes quiet.
Tizian's here with this scout and, you know, could look to do some pretty serious damage. Never going to discount a scout in this position. Even if he just paints targets up, right, makes it a little bit weaker for the Deagles, but now fighting as they close the gap. One out by Sonic, and the rest of the kills are coming in. Oh, the South Africans pulling their weight. JT and Sonic open up the site, leaving it just on Santares with his Deagle, arriving a little late to the party, admittedly. You know, the cooler you are, the later you arrive. And Santares, cool as a cucumber as he takes the head off of JT. Anything else? Anything else on the back of this Deagle? Oh, Santares!
Oh my.
Started to get a little bit worrying there. Sonic's able to trade, however, and so our worries are laid to rest nice and quickly. 8 on the board for Extra Salt. all right, maybe there's a chance they could even pull it back here on Dust 2. You know, they're still 5 rounds behind. There's still a ways to go, but they've got Big right where they want them. You know, the money is always going to be broken for Big on the back of Extra Salt winning rounds. So you're in this position now where it's like every round win feels like a 2-for-1 when you're up against full rifles. You're going to force a lot of saving out of Big. You're going to make them scared to take some of the risks they would normally take.
Now this suddenly gets very competitive out of nowhere, but Big have had essentially 2 rounds to decide what they're going to do in the next gun round and really figure things out. So will that bode well for them? We'll have to wait and see. This should be a 9th for Extra Salt, although Big is stacking up on Catwalk, which is a good call right now. A lot of players here. JT sees him, he backs out safely. They flash it, but no one's blinded. They all dodged it, and it's a mow down. Nice and clean. 3 for JT. Only Xantara's left alone in the B site. And Extra Salt have already taken A, so it's their round. But what will be the move from Big, right? They should have the orb back in their hands. We've even seen Keto try and double orb in some of these rounds as well. Maybe he'll join Searson once more.
Xantares is hitting all right timing here. Could have got out of it with a gun, but Fang is very, very ready for the potential of a T-spawn player. Yeah, you know, you had pieces in the right place. It's just the fact that you're only on the pistols. Like, you were really hinging on someone getting away with far more than they should be able to. You want to get away with a little bit more than perhaps you're able to. You can get a free $. Exclamation mark
Nice.
Skin Club in chat. Right, they're giving away $1. There's only 100 of them though, so it's kind of like a limited time deal.
Get them while they're hot. Don't wait for the strawberries in the fridge to expire. Eat them when they're fresh.
That's a bit literal, Hugo.
That's very real,
Something that's
isn't it?
happened to us. Look at this. OC.
Oh!
Oh, the AWP down in middle. He's had 2 of his 5 a day, and he's looking for even more. Xantares will get the trade, and he answers back in spades. Fang now can't mop up these mid players. JT was hoping to be able to do it as well, but he's just not getting given the fight. Double setup. It's winnable, but with no cat control, with the bomb planted for Catwalk, Searson is hard pressed to win this round. And so it will just be the save. 10 on the board now for Extra Salt. 10, double digits, and once again, the money has run out for Big.
I did not think that was a recoverable round from what we saw, right? Like, yeah, OC had some nice picks in middle, but Xantares traded them immediately. Searson wins his long fight, and really it just comes down to Fang getting that shot through the smoke in middle. Gives Extra Salt the path into A. And Searson with no kit, even though he gets a kill, you know he wants to go for it, but he just doesn't have the time. Damn, dude. These orbs are coming alive in this game. OC with a big double. Loving it. So, yeah, we've suddenly flipped this one. It was looking like a done deal. It was looking like Big are just back in control, back on home ground, taking names. But suddenly, the T side, Extra Salt, everything's coming up in their favor. They've broken Big's money yet again. Not the first time we've been in this position. And it is quite the precarious one as well, as, you know, the scoreline's getting awfully close. And Big have got to not get in their heads. These are the entry kills, the opening frags. OC leading alongside Fang and Searson down at 4. So, okay. Getting good mileage out of these Extra Salt players. 10 rounds found. Orb saved, surrounded by pistols. Big have put money in this round, though. They do want to have a go. Fast out long for Fang. Oh, the smoke is good. It's late. It allows the cross, and Tabson gets that kill as Fang is blinded. If he goes for the gun, he might get punished, but the nade deters Markey, and that gives Tabson an AK-47. Suddenly, an eco round with a saved orb has just turned into quite the weapon round for Big.
Yeah, Extra Salt have got a good solution to this though, right? Those guns are currently located over at A. If they get into B with these 2 entries, it might just force the save out of Big. That's a big kill from Sonic. Still a second man here in Xantares, and oh, the Deagle doesn't want to let Extra Salt out of the tunnels. Missed shot from OC. His time's running out. He's called for reinforcements. Marky's here, but there's so many big players. This shouldn't happen for Extra Salt. They lose OC, and Xantares goes on a tear.
Okay.
Him and Tabson deliver 14 to Big. Just a saved AWP and some armored pistols able to deliver. The AWP was never even needed.
Yeah, the comeback just gets obliterated there, right? You're still in this one, but that's a huge round to lose. And you see the value of all the util Big buy, right? Not only the smoke on long to allow Tabson to cross, but the flashes that blind Fang. Even the Molotov into B as well. Slows those two down, allows Tabson to flank with the AK. Big suddenly lit up. Believing again. A long take with two CTs here. Sis not waiting around. Almost collapsed them. Finds two though. Any more missed shot. He gets baited by Fang, who will get the kill. Nice stuff from Extra Salt to at least trade this into an even Steven scenario. But Tabson hasn't left this site. And he almost lines up two, but almost won't do it. Sonic on 1 health. Fang, again, the hero of this round. 3 kills. Oh, that's a big miss from JT. That's brought away back in. Xantares up on catwalk. Almost finishes Fang with the nade, and now the retake's on.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the HPs, man. So damn low on Fang and Sonic. Xantares and Keto, they're both looking healthy, so a big player's got to get made. Sonic trying to wrap short, and oh, they don't know about him. He's playing the trigger discipline. There he is, dealt with the first. Now a molly for the bomb as well. Time is of the essence for Keto. Smoke drop, the bomb not planted for Cat, but the molly could deny. He's already on it. He's been on it for far too long, in fact. Keto grabs the defuse. Sonic delaying that Molotov to drop smokes. Comes to regret it.
Yeah, he knew that bomb wasn't for him, right? I mean, he could have repeaked and killed Keto coming up CT. You understand why he doesn't want to do it with a molly in his pocket, but you've at least got to get that molly down soon. It's weird, you're towing the line, right, too soon, and Keto can wait it out. Too late, and we see what happens. The defuse comes in the fire. And Big, they'll sacrifice a kill for a round. Easy peasy odds. 15 to 10, fast pick up long for OC. Just doing everything he can to keep them in this one. But will it be enough? Because they're gunning for OT now, Big. 1 round away from getting this one under lock and key, and that's a kill that might push them there.
Yeah, JT having a lead from beyond the grave now. Now this slow round called, everyone's feeling the pressure, right? You're in a 4-on-4. This is still fine for Extra Salt, but no one wants to be that next player to fall. They start to make their way up Cat. Tabson is holding close, and he's also got Searson holding the AWP drop-down position. The bomb now given over. Lost at the catwalk. Mollies to boot just to really drive it home. Extra Salt, 2v4. Trying to keep the dream alive, and Sonic has chased down Xantares in middle. They need to get this bomb back, though. Their problem's just beginning, and Keto has pushed the tunnels, drives the knife into the back of Sonic.